Hello, everyone. How have you been? Tum, 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 tum. I hope you're doing well. How do you feel today? Good, excellent,
Uh,
eh,
Tired.
tired, a little bit tired. Hey, where are you, Isabella?
I'm in I'm in Nuevo Horizonte because my
Oh, you. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks. Well, as soon as you can see, guys, this is a picture of the whiteboard. This is physics. This is what we're talking about yesterday, a few years
Why
later.
is there like a dog and then like a dead dog and then
Well,
a
actually, the in the second problem, that's supposed to be a wild boar, nor a duck. But basically, the idea is that this the idea, right? So if you see, do we have some kind of math applications? For example, just to let you know, sorry with the
Yes,
mess.
sir.
Uh-huh. This is
Uh,
the theory
I
property.
can today I can't participate too much because my brother is in exam, so it's near me, so I can talk too much.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for letting me know. And don't worry, I know your brother was an exam. Believe me, I had with him around 2 or at least 3 hours. And he's giving us some kind of advice. Well, he said, Mister, is that right? Are you sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Solidarity. Come on, guys. Please fix the problem. No, don't do that. But you know, you know your brother better than me. Okay, guys. So I just want to let you know this is a demonstration how the distributive property is using, for example, this quantity multiplied by t squared, -6 and +9, and 60 multiplied t in this. Well, this is applications
you
here.
better not confuse us, teacher, with
No, no, no.
yeah,
I'm just show you.
physics.
I'm just show you that the different applications, why we're learning this theory property, algebraic equations, something like that. And this is a physics class when you have this is a science class combining with math. We had the word problem. You had to create the pictures, state the formulas, solve them, and something like that. But you're going to learn with more details in a few years later. But and that's the reason why, since the seventh grade, we are working with word problems. If you see the math regular classes, we are doing some kind of problems like a solve for x, so find a just get the graph, and something like that. But if you see that most of the problems we are applying are word problems because this class, physics class, all of them are word problems. But don't worry, we're going to now we're going to continue with a review. Okay.
But teacher, that
Uh-huh.
animal that is on the second problem is a chicken or
That's
a duck?
supposed to be, come on, that's supposed to be a wild boar.
Okay, okay, okay. The one that is like lie down looks like a chicken, and the other
It's
one
the
looks
same.
like a
It's the same
like a.
wild boar. Again, according for the problem, you are a hunter. There's a wild boar, and that's supposed to be charges against you, and you're supposed to shoot an arrow and kill him before he do that with you, right? So in one singular point, the arrow impacts or strike the target, and obviously the wild boar will be dead. That's why the blue one is before, and the black one will be after when he receives the arrow. And because
Ah,
you don't know what will be the distance the arrow, the wild boar moves with remarkable X. In the distance of the arrow that's supposed to travel, that will be the difference between two distance. But don't worry, we're going to learn that one in a few lessons later.
okay.
I uh-huh.
There are not gonna be a lot of students because there's no electricity in some areas.
Thanks for letting me know. And I didn't know that already. Okay. But thanks for letting me know once again. All right. So today we're going to prepare a little review. Once again, I'm going to start once again with the distributive property problems and a few arithmetic sequence problems. I don't know, maybe the one or twice problems or of arithmetic sequence and something like that. Okay. So I'm going to erase the whiteboard just to let you know this is the physics class. Okay. So in a few years later, you're going to enjoy this one. Okay, I understand, Andre. So let me erase the subject and I'm going to write like review. Okay. Review, 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 review. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, the first part says simplify the following algebraical expressions. Okay, so let's going to begin with the first one. All right, we're going to start like 5x minus 3 multiplied by x squared plus 2x minus 3 negative 3 times x cubed minus 1 multiplied by x squared minus 4. Okay, let's going to start with this one, with the beginning, with the highest quantity in this situation. Okay, we have to simplify the following algebraical expressions. Remember, at the moment we're going to multiply these algebraical expressions. Remember, we're supposed to copy the variable and add the exponent. In this algebraical expression, we have to apply the distributive property. I mean, distributive property, that means 5x multiply x squared, 2x, and negative 3. And after that, the negative 3, this negative 3 multiplied by x squared, 2x, and at the end, this negative 3 also. This is what we call distributive property. Okay, so what we have to do, simple. 5 times 1 will be 5, and x will be x cubed, because we have a number 1 power and we have the number 2 over here. Remember, copy the base and add the powers. Continue. 5 times 2 will be 10. 10 what? Positive 10 x squared. Another
Yes.
one. 5x times negative 3 will be
Be
negative
negative 15x.
x. And we copy the letter x because there's no letter x in the number 3. So continue with another one. Negative 3 times x squared, we have negative 3x squared. Another one. Negative 3 times 2 will be negative
Negative 6x.
6x, right? And finally, negative 3 times negative 3 will
Positive
be
6.
And
positive
9.
9. 3 times 3 is 9, no 6. Okay, in another one, we can use obviously distributive property, but we have the associative property. Remember the associative property, we can get, take a group of 2 partners, and at the end, the answer to multiply a first couple or a couple, multiply the second one, the associative
sir.
property.
Check the chat.
So let me see. Okay, thanks for letting me know, Jessica. Okay, so in the second one, my stronger recommendation, we can multiply negative 3 by this couple, and after that, the answer multiply by x squared minus 4. But that will be easier for us first, multiplying these 2 algebraical expressions, and at the end, multiplying by 3. This is what we call associative property. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy negative 3 over here, and I'm going to open parentheses, and I'm going to apply distributive property for this couple. I mean, x cubed with x power, x second power, at the same time with -4, and also -1 times x squared and -1 times -4, okay? It's a strongly recommendation, right? Because we're going to have a singular, sorry, a singular particular order. So let's going to continue. X cubed times x squared will be
X by the power of 5.
5 power, exactly. X cubed times -4 will be -4
X
x
cubed.
cubed. -1 times x squared will be negative x squared, right? And finally, -1 times -4 will be
Negative,
Negative
positive 4.
positive 4. If you see that will be a little bit, we have a better arrangement that we have first multiplying 3 with this one. So because we can have arrangement over here and after that multiply by -3. Meanwhile, in this hue operation, let's see if we meanwhile before to multiply the -3 with this entire operation, if we
We
have
simplify
like terms. So there is no x cubed over here. Okay, I'm going to copy 5x cubed, right?
Wait, there is 4x
Yeah, but
cubed.
well, in the first line between
Oh,
since x 5x cubed until +9. There
No,
is no
there's
another. There is no another x cubed. That's the reason. Meanwhile, I'm going to copy that number. But however, we have 10x squared and we have -3x squared. For that reason, 10 minus 3 will be positive 7x squared, right? Right?
yeah.
This one, check this out. This one with -3x squared. You know, 10 minus 3 will be 7x squared. And another one, we have -15 with -6. And you know, -15 minus 6 will be
negative 21.
-21. -21x, and there is no number besides this number 9, so we can copy number 9. Please avoid the common mistake. The problem the student says, I'm going to subtract 9 minus 3. We cannot do that because remember the order operation. We have a number who has a problem, we have to multiply first, and after that, adding or subtracting, okay?
Teacher,
Mhm.
why we add -15 plus 6?
With -6.
-6.
Remember,
Because
every
they
time that
both
we
don't
have
have
two
power.
numbers, we have with the same sign, we copy the sign and add the numbers. Remember, the
Okay.
rules of the addition and subtraction. When we're going to subtract, when we have two different signs, and we're going to copy the sign who's the highest value, the numbers. And when we have as the equal sign, copy the sign and add the numbers. So what happened with this -3? This -3 multiplied by x fifth power 4 x squared, and obviously with this number 4, okay? Applying obviously distributive property once again. In this case will be -3x fifth power. Negative times negative will be positive. Positive 12x cubed, okay? Negative times negative will be positive 3x squared. And finally, -3 times 4 will be -12. Okay? Again, -3 times x fifth power, we have over here. Negative times negative, positive 12, x cubed, negative times negative, positive 3x squared, negative times positive will be -12. Okay? Now let's going to reduce like this if we have, but remember, we have to looking for the greatest value. Well, the highest value of the powers will be -3x fifth power, okay? I'm going to copy over here, -3x fifth power, because there's no more than that. Now the second one, that's supposed to be 4. There is no 4, okay? Looking for x cubed. And we have lighters with x cubed. Example, we have this number 5 over here, and we have this number 12 over here, right? So 5 plus 12 will be 17, right? 17 x squared. Now let's check with the, oh, no, sorry, x cubed, x cubed, x cubed, x cubed. Now let's try to looking for x squared. What are the values x squared? If you see, you have 7x squared and
And 3x.
3x squared. So 7 plus 3 will be 10, right?
Yes.
Positive 10 x squared. Continue with the letter x. There's only one, right? That will be negative 21x. Okay? Negative 21x. And finally, the numbers. We have negative 9, positive 9, located over here, and negative 12, right? You know, 9 minus 12 will be negative 3. Remember, different sign, going to subtract those numbers and going to copy the sign of the biggest number. And that's why the result will be negative 3. And we have the answer of this algebraical expression.
Wait, but why the negative 3x5 is first? But no, I
Because
understand now.
remember the highest value of the variable. That's
Yes.
why focus
So
in the power in the variables. Mhm.
On the wait, when it starts 5x3 plus 7x2,
Mhm.
we always grab the biggest value or the biggest exponent.
Exactly.
It's the first value.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Focus in the greatest exponent of the variable. That's the main idea. Okay. So we got the letter A to simplify the algebraical expressions. We can do another one, just a quickly one. Okay. For example, if we have x minus 5 multiplied by x plus 5. I know if we compare this exercise with this one, that's a kind of joke, right? I'm going to do it over here, a little bit downward. Same problem, but a little bit downward. X plus 5 times x minus 5. Okay, so what we have to do, simple, we can apply the theory property. Once again, x times x times negative 5, and also 5 times x and 5 times negative 5. And we're going to apply distributive property, okay? So what will be the situation? X times x will be x squared.
By the power 2.
Exactly. X times negative 5 will be negative
Negative 5x.
5x. Now 5 times x, positive 5x. And 5 times negative 5 will have negative 25. And as soon as you can see, we have lighters, both numbers in the middle
5x
position,
and
right?
negative 5x.
And
It will
5x
be
minus
0.
5, that will be 0. So that means these two numbers will disappear, and the answer will be x squared minus 25.
25.
You can write, for example, x squared plus 0x minus 25, but that makes sense because 0 times x, it will be 0. So it won't be necessary to do that. Okay. All right, guys, just hold on a second. Let me check one singular possible issues. Possible issues in my computer. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. No, okay, everything's good. Now, let's going to check and solve another problem. This problem, we're talking, this is one of the study guide that will be of the arithmetic sequence. Okay,
I just have. Can you do one that we need to find like the wait? I'm gonna check the study guide. There's one question that I don't understand.
Okay, let me looking forward with the study guide. I was thinking in one singular problem that you're supposed to find out what will be some kind of term. Just hold on. Let me looking for the study guide. And because this time I'm using my computer so I can have an access of the study guide. Hold on, hold on, hold on. This is a nice problem. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Mr. The arithmetic sequence for me, it's the easiest out of the whole.
Good.
But now that I understand the distributive property, it's more easy.
Its distributive property is more easy. You're right. Okay, we have another example. Okay, this example says this is one of the problems of the study guide, but I'm going to copy over here. Okay, the problem says which term of the arithmetic sequence, which term of the arithmetic sequence 1, 4, 7, 1, 4, 7, so on, is 88. Okay. Which term of the arithmetic sequence 1, 4, 7 is 88? Okay. This is the question that the problem asking for. Okay. When asking for what will be that term, in this case, my dear students, they're asking for what will be the value from n. So what we have to do, first of all, the problem asking for, we can write the data. They're asking for the term, they're asking for what will be the value from n, from the answer that will be 88. So I mean, with the value an equals 88. We know what is the first term of the sequence, yes or no?
Yes, it's 1.
Is 1, right? So a1 will be 1. And the common difference by these students will be
3.
that will be 3. Perfect. Because the distance between 1 and 4 is 3 units. 4 and 7, 3 units. So the next number will be 10, the another one 13, and so on. Okay. So there's a many ways how we can solve the problem. The huge long way will be determine the sequence 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19, 22, 25, 28, and so on until you get the number 88. And you're going to see, the third number, that one will be 88. This is an acceptable answer, but that will be a huge process. You won't have enough time to do a huge process, okay? So basically, what will be my strong recommendation in this kind of problems? First of all, create the equation, the n term, I mean the formula, an. We're going to focus with the am term, okay? Am equals a1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. We're going to create the equation. I mean, an equals, what is the value from a1? You know, it's the number 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. You know that d will be 3. What we have to do, we can apply distributive property, 3 multiplied by n minus 1. What does that mean? So I'm going to copy the first term over here. Positive 3
Positive
times n
plus
3n
3n minus 4.
minus 3.
Minus 3.
Minus 3. And finally, we got like terms. What will be the
Yes.
like terms? The number 1 and
minus
negative 3, right? For that reason,
Yes.
the answer
It
will
will be
be
negative 2
an,
plus 3n.
yeah, negative 2 plus 3n or 3n minus 2. Both answers are acceptable. Okay, negative 2 plus 3n or 3n minus 2. Remember, community property, the order of the factors doesn't affect the result. Now let's going to solve the problem. We create the equation, right? We are looking for the value from n. What is the value of an? Will be 88. So
Yes.
we're going to write 88 over here. That will be equal to 3n minus 2. Okay, we are creating a simple equation. We have to solve for n. The number 2, remember, it's subtracting, passes to the left side to adding.
Add.
Remember
I.
the opposite, okay? So we have 88 plus 2 equals 3n, okay? You know, 88 plus 2 will be 90. 90 equals 3n. And because the number 3 is multiplying, passes to divide.
Divide.
And for that reason, what will be the answer? 90 divided by 3 will be
30.
30.
30. So when you have to create 30 numbers in the arithmetic sequence to find the number 88. So could you imagine drawing or writing 30 numbers in that sequence? 1, 4, 7, 10, 13,
But that's
16.
another way to do it. It's like the longer way.
Yeah,
but you
this
just,
is
like,
it's another way to do it. Just gonna explain to you, but that will be a little bit extensive way to do it. Okay.
And
We-
I have one question. When it's only one number, we need to divide it. We need to divide it only to one
Anytime,
number.
anytime that we have a one number next to the variable and equals to another number, okay, that number next to the variable will be divided. But if you have, for
Okay.
example, 3 plus n equals 90, we cannot divide it, right? We have to, we are adding plus 2 subtract. Okay. So let's
Okay.
going
understand
to,
what you just said. That if 3 plus n equals 90, I.
that's what I give you just a random answer. Okay. Now there's another problem. For example, okay, and this is not for an arithmetic sequence, but this is another situation. For example, in the problem number 3, or example number 3, they're going to practice. This is taken from the study guide. Says a computer printer can print a computer printer can print 12 pages 12 pages 12 pages of text per minute. Okay, per minute. What will be the next situation? Okay, 12 pages of text per minute. Letter A. Letter A says, okay, make a table showing, make a table showing, make a table showing the number of pages printed in 1 to 5 minutes. Printed to 1 to 5 minutes. Okay. This is going to be the first question. And the second one, the letter B mentioned, we have to sketch a graph. Sketch a graph. Okay, sketch a graph that shows the relationship between time and number of pages. And number pages. Okay, so in supplementary words, guys, this is an application or algebraical expressions. All right, but at the same time, we're going to make a use of the coordinate plane. Because in the coordinate plane, we have to sketch the graph. When the problem mentioned, make a table showing the numbers of pages printed in 1 to 5 minutes. Remember the table values, we can create it like a horizontal vertical position or vertical position. But before to do anything about it, we have to create an equation, right? That equation that's supposed to be a relation between the number of pages and the period of time, okay? So we can call like, let's going to see the letter P, right? The letter P represents the quantity of pages, okay? Remember, the problem says a computer printer can print 12 pages of text per minute. What does that mean? I'm going to multiply 12
12
pages by
times m
per minute, or
minutes.
by
Yeah.
the unit of time, remember? And the unit of time can be represented by the letter T, okay? T, we can use X, Y, Z, any variable, but I'm going to use the letter T because we're talking about minutes, and minutes that represents a unit of time, okay? Okay, first step, we have the equation, all right? P equals 12 times T, where 12 represents the number of pages per minute, and the letter T represents the quantity of minute they're going to print. Now, what will be the second one step? In the second one step, we can create a table values. These table values will be a horizontal position or vertical position as you wish. For example, in the letter X or the X axis, the coordinate plane, we can change by the letter T, and instead to use the letter Y, I'm going to use the letter P that represents the number of pages. And remember, the problem says we have to make a table showing the number of pages printed in 1 to 5 minutes. So that means what happened in 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and 5 minutes. All right. This is going to be the values from T. And how we can find out the number of pages?
You
Simple. Multiply every number by
12
12.
times 1. Yes.
Exactly.
12
First
times
one,
1.
12 times 1 will be
12,
12. The another one
24,
will be
24,
24,
36,
36,
48,
48,
48,
and
60,
yeah, 60,
60.
60, 60. And we
2,
got
3,
the table
4.
values, okay? I'm going to copy the equation over here. P equals 12 times T. I'm going to erase that one. And we are finally create the equation. P equals 12T, and we have the table values. What will be the next step? Well, the letter B, we're supposed to sketch the graph. Okay, well, it's going to be, remember, in the coordinate plane, we're going to use only the first quadrant in this case, because the values from T represented by positive numbers, and the quantity of pages will be also positive numbers, okay? For that reason, let me show you. Da, da, da. Going to get the linear function, okay? And we'll have, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers we have, okay? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? And I'm going to label with the coordinate plane. Remember, the coordinate plane, we have the period T represents time in minutes, okay? And P represents over here. P represents pages, okay? And we got the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And obviously, I'm going to use the scale, right? Because could you imagine to create a huge coordinate plane? We won't have enough space. 12, 24, 36, 48, and 60. Okay. Now let's go into the table this equation, this line. For example, 12 with 1 or 1 with 12, 2 with 24, 3 with 36, 4 with 48, 5 to 60. Okay. And we're going to got this this graph, okay? The relationship between the number of pages and the quantity of minutes, okay? I'm using an arrow over here because the graph will be increasing because it has, for example, 1 hour. 1 hour could be 60 minutes. So could you imagine how many pages we're going to print in 1 hour? So we can multiply 12 times 60. We're going to around 720 pages and so on. The problem will increase and something like that. Okay. I don't know if you have another question, guys, or everything's clear.
I just have one question. Can I remember that you said how to find like the percentage or something like that, but I don't remember how to do it. I forgot.
Percentage.
And the number 2 in the first page, the average.
Number 2.
I don't remember the formula.
Arithmetic mean. The arithmetic mean.
I don't remember the
Okay.
formula.
Okay, the arithmetic mean. I'm going to copy. I'm going to erase over here, letter B, and I'm going to copy the arithmetic mean. And actually this topic, you're going to learn this one with more details at the fourth quarter, because there's 2 ways to calculate the arithmetic mean for non-grouping data and grouping data. But this is for non-grouping data. The formula for the arithmetic mean for the students, X with this horizontal line that means average, will be the addition of the whole values of the whole number of data that's supposed to be present in any situation divided by the quantity numbers of the quantity of numbers that we're supposed to have in any problem. For example, if you score, what will be your final average if your rates in the first, second, third, and fourth quarter where first one 80, 75, 59, and 72. Okay, so this is a one singular problem, okay, that we have in this situation, okay, because the most of the student passes through this case, okay. You really need to know if you're going to pass or not your class, your math class, for example, and you're worried about because you're not pretty sure if your average will be enough. Remember, the minimum average grade that we're supposed to have, that will be 70%. So how we can apply this formula? Simple. If you really want to know what will be the average, the only thing that we have to do is applying the formula. I mean, we're going to take this quantities. What is the quantity that we have over here? We're going to add 80
80 times
plus,
70.
no, add,
Plus.
add.
Okay.
80 plus 75 plus 59 plus 72, okay? And the addition of these 4 numbers divided by the quantity of data that we're supposed to have in the problem. How many data do we have in this problem?
4.
4, so for that reason, divided by 4. And this is the way we can try to find out the arithmetic mean or average. We're going to add all numbers. I mean, 80 plus 75 plus 59 plus 72, and that will be 286. 286 divided by 4. So the arithmetic mean will be 71.5%. And this is how we can apply the arithmetic mean.
So okay. So when the exercise that I told you,
Mhm.
if
I
we
mhm.
need to add, no, we need to add the three numbers: 68 plus 78 plus 80,
And if I remember
and
in the
divide it
problem,
by 3.
let me see in the problem. In the problem mentioned, you're supposed to have you have done around three scores, I guess. Yeah, the first score will be 64, the second one 78, and we know what was the final grade, the third score, right? But the problem gave us already the average of 80. So we have to try to looking for what will be the arithmetic mean. Well, actually, the third score. For example, once again, we have the average of 80, and we have the first score was 64. The second one, 78. And the third one, we don't know what was that score. We can add a value from X. And because we have only three values divided by 3, because we know what is the arithmetic mean. So this number 3 divide passes to multiply. That will be 240 equals the addition between 64 and 78. 64 plus 78 will be 142. 142 plus X. And because we're looking for the value from X, 240 minus 142 will be given X. So the answer will be 96. So the score in the third quarter, that's supposed to be 96 to get the average of 80. Understood what is the situation in this case?
Wait, is I didn't understand how you got 240.
Simple. The number 3 is divide, right?
Yes.
Passes to
Ah,
multiply.
oh,
If you
so
multiply 80 times 3 will be 240.
uh,
Mr. Sorry
okay.
to disturb, but it's already time.
Yeah, I know. Okay, guys, I hope you'll join this math class in the first quarter. If God will, I'll see you next Thursday. If God wills, in a final exam. All right. Thank you so much for the attendance. Have a great and wonderful day. Take care of
Bye.
yourself. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, mister.
Bye. Take care of yourself.